lords and ladies of the small council, to a new mod highlight video. This is War for the Iron Throne, a Dance of Dragons. That's right, we have now currently in the works got an incoming Dance of the Dragons mod completely centered around the time period of the dance and with a lot of very book accurate features, which is very nice to see. I love the book stuff and I love the show stuff, and I do enjoy getting both views. As you can see here in the throne room, we have a much more realistic book version of the throne. Obviously, a lot of this stuff is very early. Like, this is a very early mod, but there is a lot to unpack here, and I cannot wait to get into it. So we'll start off by starting the dance. Here we get our nice cover image as it transitions, our loading screen. We get to see, I think it's Lady Baela? No, or is that the daughter? I'm not sure which one that is. I know we've got Daemon on the left. I can't remember. I know that she's one of the House Velaryon girls, I think. And we've got a very extensive list of new cultures being added in. They've got the map basically done. A lot of the villages are in the works for getting all their names accurate and setting up all the cultures and stuff and the different troops. But I do have a very big list of new features and factions coming to the mod. From factions we know well from the Westerlands with House Lannister, the North with the Starks, the Men of Dawn, the Riverlanders, the Men of the Reach, and the Crownlanders, Stormlanders, all of those excellent houses from Westeros, all the way across the sea to the Men of Braavos, Pentos, Lorath, Sarnor, Old Valyria, Ashai, the Yaitish. I'm not entirely sure if I'm saying that correctly. We have smaller factions, obviously, like the Ironborn and the Night's Watch, that will eventually have very interesting features coming out for them. We'll skip the OG intro of Benelord. As you can see here, these are all of our factions. They're not all done yet, but there is a lot of cool stuff coming. You see the Valyrian. I actually really like this artwork. It looks really cool, as does the Night's Watch artwork. We are going to jump in as absolutely whoever we want. We're just going to create random old Joe. Alright, there we go. Leadership, Braun. We'll go Braun. Herded the sheep. Yep, lovely. Stood guard with the garrisons. Defeated an enemy in battle, and we're a young lad. Look at us, we're a very young lad. Look at this glorious boy. Ah, beautiful. Now, this mod is not released yet, guys. We're just going to skip through this. Oh, yeah, we can choose our house words. Short and stumpy. There we go. Elric Short of the House Smith. Short and stumpy. Look at that. That'll do. There we go. We'll load him in. Yeah, so, as I said earlier, a lot of this is early access, but they are working on... Whoa, I just spawned in the ocean. Now, because this is so early access, specific spawns and stuff haven't really been set up yet. I've just been given access to have a look and show you around the map. So we're going to ignore our little friend over there. And we're going to come over to the main island. Now, I know... Well, to Westeros. And I know that I showed a lot of this in the intro clip. If you guys enjoyed that, by the way, be sure to check out Mr. Squiz. He made all the music for it. And make sure to check out the mod. I'll have a link in the description. You can go to their Discord and have a look at what they're working on. So we've got this massive map of Westeros. Now, a lot of, flora and fauna are missing, but the fact that they've managed to make their own map in this time is absolutely astounding. They've got a lot of the base main areas constructed, a lot of the main cities. I like that they've done this with the twins. They've actually split it into the Eastern Twin and the Western Twin. So it's not just the twins as one castle. If you wanted to take the twins, you have to take two different keeps, which I like because it's very accurate to what the twins is meant to be. It's meant to be this almost insurmountable obstacle on the river that if you wanted to get an army across, you need their permission, because attacking it would be suicide. And that's what I see here. A death trap. And I love it. I would be so hyped to play as a faction and overtake the twins here and just see how long I could hold off against countless armies. That would be so cool. You could reinforce from one city to the other with the garrison. Greywater Watch and the Eerie Bog. I like it. We come up to the north. We've got Winterfell looking glorious. Obviously, the north, I think they did mention to me, the north is something they're currently working on. So there's not as much done up here. We've got the wall, though. All of the setup for everything. And if I zoom all the way out, I'm only taking up, like, what, a quarter of one continent? Maybe a fifth? And then we come over here and we've got Braavos, Sanor, Norvos, Qohor, Volantis. Look at this. All the way over to here. Vice Diaf. Like, yeah, it just keeps going. Vahar, Zabad. All the way to the Yen-Ti guys. And the Dothraki hordes. Like, this map is massive. And the whole team behind it, Nox and his entire team, have just done insane work. I don't know if you guys are as hype for this mod as I am, but I love it when we get more Game of Thrones content. Now, let's have the fun part of the video, where I'm going to tell you all about the new features. Upcoming features. They're going to completely decorate the map with 4K textures. Sorry, it has been textured with 4K features, and some icons have been replaced. This will only continue to improve. 818 villages have been renamed based on the lore and their locations. 818 villages. That's insane. New assets. This upcoming update will include the Stormlands, Riverlands, and Northern Faction armories, as well as Daemon Targaryen's armor. Super hyped for that. Troop trees and lord equipment. Many lords have been equipped with their appropriate armors, and all troop trees that we have armors for so far have been completed. All houses have been changed from the A Song of Ice and Fire timeline to match a Dance of Dragons. Lovely. We have added over 20 new cultures that you can start the game as. The Maester's Tower is a new feature. When your health is below 25, you must go to a Maester using a town menu, or your health will continue to decrease. That's right. You get injured, you need to go to a doctor. Not just pull out your trusty bandages you've learnt how to use by watching your men die. As much as that do be the Bannerlord way, it's not exactly immersive. The Castellan's Chamber allows you to recruit house-specific troops at their designated settlement. Lovely. Bending the Knee. When a kingdom is destroyed, you can recruit their clans for gold dragons. That's pretty cool. Custom voice dialogue. Some NPCs now have fully customized voice dialogues that you can experience by talking to them. Talk to Aemond and Daemon Targaryen. We can actually try that out. Culture-appropriate troops. NPCs will only recruit troops of their culture, and houses with custom troops will only recruit their house troops. That is cool. I like that. It means that the armies will actually resemble a professional army of one faction as opposed to a mixed match, you know? Friendly fire of all types is enabled everywhere. I like it. It's risky, but I like it. Duels. You can duel lords before battle when traveling and more. That's pretty cool. AI executions. The AI will execute those they despise based on their traits. Oh no! So don't make too many enemies or the AI will actually just execute you instead of capturing you. Send a raven to a faraway lord. Custom time system. The year is set to 129 and 1 year is now 12 months. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Family tree. All lords have family trees that you can view in the encyclopedia. Naval travel. When you're on a water, your party will become a boat. We saw that with our spawn. the base party size for all parties is now 300. That's insane. The base party limit for all clans is now 4. Okay. I like it. Titles, Warden, Prince, King, etc. Faction leaders now have their correct titles. Lovely. Good to see. Custom music, as you guys can hear, I hope, through the soundtrack behind me. Diplomacy is integrated and adapted to the mod. Diplomacy has been directly integrated into the mod, and thanks to this we have static wars and forced alliances between the Seven Kingdoms and the Iron Throne. In addition to this, the Seven Kingdoms will never declare war on the Night's Watch. House words. The player can choose house words when the game starts, and NPC clans will have them as well. House words are visible in the encyclopedia for clans. That's pretty cool. AI war calculations. The AI will now decide if war with another faction is worth it based on the distance between their lands. Love that. There's nothing I hate more than playing as the North and going to war with Dawn. That is the most painful experience, and the war never ends because no one loses soldiers because no one can march to each other without their armies fracturing. Alright. That is all of the updates I had to list, guys. If you guys are excited about this, let me know in the comments down below. Comment anything you're interested in the mod. Go over to the Discord, I'll link that below, and you can let the guys in there know if you have any suggestions and cool ideas, and they'll probably have a look into those. They're very receptive to that sort of stuff, and they're very good at taking these ideas and molding them to the world so as to keep the story intact. And I'm a big fan of it. The team's amazing. You guys are amazing for watching the video. Thanks for toughing it out to the end. Bye for now. Not forever.